Apostle Paul said in the Bible, all things are lawful for me, but not everything is beneficial or expedient for me. I just want to let you know this. When you get to a certain point and dimension in your personal relationship with God, God will begin to place certain divine restrictions on you. God will begin to put certain restrictions on you. And those restrictions, they are not sin. It's not that those things is a sin for you to do them, but because of the dimension of relationship you have with God, because of the depth of closeness you've gotten with the Lord, He can put certain restrictions on you. There are certain dress codes that He wouldn't let you put on. There are certain things He wouldn't let you do. There are places that others go and they survive. Like there are things that others do and they get away with it, but God won't let you do them because you have attained certain dimension in the spirit with Him. So, I was telling somebody that I don't wear bangles, I don't wear chains. I don't wear chains in my body. It's not something new, like something I started recently. But for over 20 years, I observed that when I put on anything metal like chain, like necklace or bangles, the Holy Spirit normally tells me to take it off. And I don't know why. Honestly speaking, I don't know why. I really don't know why. One time I wanted to go out and I put on my short knicker, short knicker that got to my knees. And I was about to go out, I think I wanted to go to the store. And the Holy Spirit said to me, you cannot go out like this. Put on your trousers, cover your legs. And I struggled with the voice because I thought, well, it's just a dressing. I'm covering my nakedness, right? But the Spirit of the Lord wouldn't let me go out with my legs showing. The Spirit of God wouldn't let me go outside with my legs showing. And I have not asked Him why. I don't want to ask Him why. He knows. So I just want to tell you this. It's not that it is sin for you to do those things. Try to understand what I'm saying. But you will attain certain dimension in your relationship with God or your closeness with the Holy Spirit, where He will begin to place divine restrictions on you. He will intentionally begin to restrict you from going to certain places, doing certain things, saying. It's not everything that you are allowed to say. It's not everywhere that you're allowed to go. There are things I say. There are certain jokes that I make, and the Holy Spirit will tell me, you're not supposed to say that. A person like you shouldn't say that. And to me, it was just a joke. Maybe at work, you want to crack a joke with your coworkers to lighten the mood or bring down the tension at work. And when I make those jokes, it looks funny. People laugh. But then when I leave, the Holy Spirit will tell me, a person like you shouldn't say that. And it's not wrong to make jokes, but it's not everything that you're allowed to say. At your level in the spirit, it's not everywhere that you go. There are things that are meant for babes. There are things that are meant for babes in Christianity. There are things that new converts should do, and they might get away with it when they do it. But you've been a Christian for 5-10 years, and you should understand that you are a different species. You are a different person. People are looking up to you. You are setting the standard of dress code. You are setting the standard of excellence. You are setting the standard. You are setting certain standards. A person like you should not be going to where unbelievers are going today. You shouldn't dress in a way to seduce somebody. You shouldn't dress in a way to distract somebody. You shouldn't say things that new converts should be saying. They should be struggling with dress codes. I just want to share this word with you. You will get to a certain point in your Christian walk with God where He will begin to put certain restrictions on you. He will make you take certain vows, take certain oaths. You will enter a covenant with Him that there are things you cannot do. There are places you cannot go. You enter a personal training with God. There are people who are going through a personal training with God. God has sat on you. God is sitting on you. You are going through what I may call divine incubation. You are in the incubator. God is trying to work on you. God is trying to train you for where you're going to. And because of that, it's not every dress code that you're allowed to put on. It's not everywhere you go. See, there are things in church, there are things that other people in church might do that you are not allowed to do. Are those things sin? No, it's not sin. It's not sin. Just that in the code of your calling, in the code of your assignment, in the mode of your training, you are not allowed to do it. You are not allowed. You personally, you are not allowed to go to certain places. You're not allowed to say certain things because you're a special person to God. You're a different kind of person. A time came that God told Abraham, leave your father's house. Abraham didn't question God. He said, leave your father's house and I will show you a place. If you want to be the father of nations, then I'll put restrictions on you. You got to circumcise yourself. You got to cut your flesh. It's not everywhere. The flesh don't control you. Your desires don't control you. You don't spend money the way others spend money. You don't buy everything they buy. There are things people buy that you're not supposed to buy because you're a different kind of person. Don't misinvest your resources. The Holy Spirit will tell you what to say when you're supposed to say it. Several times, there are times that I'll just dress up to go to certain places and God will tell me, don't go. And I don't question him. There are jobs that I might want to take this particular job, it looks promising, it looks good. And God will tell me, no, don't take the job. It's not for you. So I'm just letting you know, you will get to a certain point in your walk with God where he will begin to put restrictions on you. And those restrictions are not meant to kill you. They're not meant to destroy you. It's because you have attained a certain dimension with him where he can trust you to obey him, where he can trust you to follow his instructions, where he can actually bruise you, where he can actually bruise you and you go through pains and he trusts you to go through it and he trusts you not to complain and he trusts you not to walk away from him because he trusts you. God bless you. My name is Emmanuel, The Secret Place TV.